I built a pergola all by myself to enjoy a little shade in my garden. You want to know how I did it? Follow me and lessons anfangen.
There's dirt on my hands, strong like a tree. There's roots where I stand.
I started by purchasing lumber. For the project I used 4x4 posts. You can use 6x6 posts. However, as I already mentioned, I will be building this pergola all by myself, and I have my limits. I will call those limits. I won't be able to lift 6x6 posts by myself, so I'm going with the 4x4. I purchased 4 8-foot long pieces for the bottom and 4 10-foot pieces for the top. To assemble the pergola, I'm using a hardware set that I purchased online. Again, not a sponsor product or anything. I was just looking for a simple solution, and this product seems to offer that. I started by sanding down the posts, and like always, let's have fun with it.
All the lumber is sanded smooth. However, before I proceed to the next step, which will be the assembling of the pergola, I want to make sure I protect even the ends of the wood pieces that go into the metal brackets. Therefore, I will go ahead and stain them before I assemble. And after I assemble, I will stain the rest.
When you decide to pre-stain, make sure you don't just draw a straight line. Try to fray out the ends a bit to make blending easier once you stain the whole pergola. While the stain dried, I started drilling holes for one of the hardware pieces into the cement patio. The hardware set comes with cement anchors. For this job, I purchased a cheap cement drill bit from Harbor Freight, and I immediately regretted it. It was very difficult to drill the hole, even by using my hammer drill, which ironically is from Harbor Freight as well. But I purchased that item years ago, and it has done me well. Once you got the hole drilled, use the provided cement anchors and hammer them into the hole. Then tighten the screws with a wrench. For now, I only attached one piece to the cement, since this will be the easiest way for me to assemble the pergola solo. As the next step, I attach the top bracket to one of the 8-foot 4x4s. Again, I'm using the screws provided. And now it's time to use some muscle. Let's lift the first piece into place. I place the post into the bracket that I attached to the floor. And be smarter than me and make sure the hardware on top lines up with the direction the pergola is planned to go. Or get your workout in and keep spinning the piece until it's in the right direction. Once I had a direction issue figured out, I used screws to fasten the post. And now it's time to bring out the big guns. Time to lift the first 10-foot post into position. To help me with this job, I'm using a ladder. Full concentration here is needed. And it's in place. I fastened the screws to make it stay in place. As it was time for the next post, I noticed quickly that just sliding it in wasn't a safe way to do so, so I decided to unscrew the top bracket, attach it to the post, and then slide it into place. Make sure to not forget the bracket on the bottom as well. Once the second post was in place, I fastened the screws. Then I prepped the third and fourth post to get it ready to place it into position. If you like my content, please subscribe to my channel. Also click the bell to get notified of new videos. If you'd like to see additional content, check out my Patreon. This helps me to keep my YouTube channel going. From here, it's just the same repetition. I use the ladder to help me hold the top beam in position, and then I move the post on the bottom into its place. Then I use screws to set everything in place. I celebrated my achievement so far, and then I made sure I stretch and warm up properly before lifting the next beam into place. This beam will also be the last beam. When you followed along, you noticed I did not anchor down any of the posts besides the first one. This is necessary to be able to move the posts enough so you can slide the top beam into position between the two posts. If you had anchored them into the cement already, you would not be able to add the beam in the middle. Lastly, I made sure the posts were straight. Another round of celebration is necessary before fastening the last screws and then anchoring down the pergola. I wouldn't want a strong wind to take it. Once I had the pergola fully assembled, I stained the posts and beams. Once the first post was done, I only had 7 more to go. Yay! After I was done staining, I had to wait for Amazon to deliver the shade cloth.
The last piece of my Amazon delivery came in and I can finally finish my pergola. I got a shade cloth and some bungee cords to attach it.
And that's about the moment where I noticed I messed up.
I don't really know how this works. Now apparently I ordered just bungee cords to attach them and they're the wrong size. I didn't know they come in different sizes. I just ordered what they recommended to me in Amazon and this one is not the right ones. So I still can finish my patio. Wait another week.
To avoid another fail, I just went ahead and ordered a more expensive hardware kit. But in the end it's gonna look better than the bungee cords. These hooks can be tightened to get a good stretch on the shade cloth to not have it sag. I attached the hardware straight onto the posts and beams, and then hung the adjustable hooks onto the hardware and the shade cloth. To tighten, just screw the middle part. This pulls both sides of the hook closer. When you tighten the hook, make sure you get a good stretch, but don't over tighten since you don't want the shade cloth to rip. And we are fertig! What a project! What do you think? Do you like it? Leave me a comment, let me know. I can't wait to relax in the shade underneath my new pergola. Once my garden is finished, I know I will get a lot of use out of my new pergola. I'm just too German for the Florida sun and I look like a lobster within minutes, so the shade will help a lot. Thank you so much for watching and all your support. See you next time. Tschüss!